Hi, today's application to will myself to transcend these points of self-judgment did not work. So this time I am going to explore within myself my experience within self-judgment. So here goes. It started off at an extremely early age and really activated immediately when I received my first report card, because in kindergarten I never had a report card before, and when I entered grade school, got admitted to grade school, I remember I was really excited about receiving my very first report card, and the comments that the teacher made about me were far from spectacular. In fact, I interpreted them as incredibly harsh, rude, cutting, cutting into my very identity, my developed idea of myself. I was still relatively content and happy, or relatively stable, relatively confident in myself, until I received that first report card with all of those uh, comments that said I am not operating at my full potential. And now that I speak about it, this experience, this memory defined me and still defines me now. And since that memory, that living memory moment that is currently existing here as me, I constantly search outside of myself to validate who I am currently, and to validate whether I am doing the right thing or not, doing the thing that is best for all or not. No, doing what is right or not. Polarity point. And eventually I developed a point of assuming that I am right when everyone supports me, and I am wrong when everyone does not support me. Instead of, in self-honesty, trusting myself to be honest about who I am and to act from that starting point of self, I constantly searched voraciously, ravenously, searching for that one person that would validate my experience, validate what I was doing, or what I've done, or what I am doing. And that's what happened today. I was voraciously searching outside of myself to validate my own existence, the current state I am in, what I am currently moving myself to do, I look to other people for that support instead of finding that support within and as me. I am my greatest point of support. Really. That I've not yet embraced this in practical application yet. However, today, after vlogging about it the day before, about this point of self-judgment, I applied myself more effectively than before, that I have not completely transcended the entire construct of judging myself. And at the moment, I am addicted to judging myself. And I identify with those thought reactions that arise within me when I am by myself, when everyone coagulates in their groups and talks. When I am sitting alone on a table, at a table, while others are conversing with each other, I allow and accept myself to fall into this self-created dilemma of, am I at this table by myself to support myself, as to walk alone in this process, or am I sitting alone at this table out of fear of how other people would react to my presence? I must say, I'm not supporting myself right now in in every moment. Though I am supporting myself now by vlogging, I am not supporting myself in real time. Real time. Mm, and with any and all points of mind possession, like self-judgment, the solution is so simple. It's simply to realize that I am not those thoughts, see the entirety of it, holding no grudges or regret or shame towards it, and then stopping myself at the thoughts. And that's how I would stand one and equal with self-judgment as the flow of thoughts that flow, that I allow and accept myself to be subjected to. And from the way I am speaking, I am again making this process more complicated than it is. Only this time I'm aware of it. So that is an improvement, but the improvement isn't complete. The next step for me would be to act on this awareness of seeing myself being addicted to the energy of related to self-judgment, and that energy as feelings of desperation, convolutedness. I've spoken about this before, but I never really got specific with it until today. And being aware of my words, I would say mm, I'm not being simple, acting simply in my process at this moment. And my facial expression up until now has been, again, one of desperation, trying to look for something in someone to validate my existence, instead of being comfortable within and as me, embracing everything that is me and directing myself from that starting point. I need to confide in myself a bit more and really trust myself to be honest about who I am and how I am walking this process, and to trust myself that I will be honest to myself about whether I am completely effective in dealing with the points that arise in me to be cleared. While I am trying to be as specific with myself as possible, um, it's even I find myself more complicated than it needs to be. I express myself in more words than is necessary to express the same thing.